Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I hope your week has been going well. So, I know this is very kind of hard, but there are some people who might be a little lovesick, who might be dealing with some trauma bonding, and but this is going to be words of encouragement here. Okay? Will you make amends with your ex? How will it go down? We can only hope for the best, and but I'm confident that things will come to fruition. Okay, we're gonna go on to pile number 1 here. So, how are you, pile number 1? So, will you make amends with your ex? And how will it go down? Strength. Strengthen grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. 7 of Raphael, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Oh. This didn't seem like a pleasant person to be with. Or at least didn't sound like it didn't end well, at least. It's the light at the end. 6 of Michael, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe in, sigh for relief, and make new plans and relocation or travel. Knight of Michael, time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. The Chariot, determination of self-control, career advancement, knowledge of your success by others. 8 of Ariel, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. And 7 of Ariel, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So, wow. This is hard to take in. I should have started off with that, because this is very emotional and very sensitive to a lot of people. Just breathe in, especially after the... Unfortunately, by the looks of it, you will not make amends. Now, that's not to say that there won't be any forgiveness and nor mutual respect that you have moved on. But the thing is that first card was strength. You have, right now, you may or may not have the strength to move forward and say, you know what, this just is not right. And even look at here, determination is self-control, career advancement. The thing is that it's really after going through such experiences and high hopes of such things happening, whether if it's marriage or you just knew inside yourself, or at least felt, or you were sure that this was the right person and this was going to succeed, but it was just more often than not, this is the case of someone masking themselves. I'm getting a narcissist vibes. And so the thing is that it's time to make a decision for yourself, and because even though this doesn't seem very good or encouraging, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's not this what recently happened is not the be all end all, as much as many or even possibly you may think. Just move forward, and there is something very, very, very encouraging, even though you may not make amends. There's no coming back from this. There really, really isn't. And I'm sorry if that hurts. That would hurt me too. But the thing is that every end is a new beginning for something better. So don't feel bad that it ended. Okay, pile number 1. Don't feel bad, please. Because Angel of Reconciliation, let me be fully reconciled with what I have left behind. Youth. As I share my enthusiasm, humor, and sense of fun, I protect and honor my youthful spirit. The Angel of Glory, I sing praise and glory to the source of all life. Archangel Michael, I stand for the justice and truth. I live from my integrity. Archangel of Trust, I trust the divine power of goodness, love, and to protect and guide me. Archangel of Knowing, my sense of inner knowing leads me to the light. Archangel of Mercy, divine mercy gives me the grace to be tender and accepting. It's very, you're growing, pile number 1. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. So if you're feeling upset or disappointed of what happened, and the fact that more chances than not that you will not make amends, this is an opportunity to look from within and just to become stronger and even better. Don't just forgive. Don't just ask for forgiveness all the time from others and apologize to the one that left you or you left behind. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Alright, that's all you need to do. Understand that justice will prevail, and even though, and I don't mean like in a malicious sense, but the thing is that whatever wrongdoing was put down upon you and all that, it's only going to get better. Look at it. You have the angel of glory, the angel of justice and mercy. All of this strife and all of this heartache is going to be released. You need to know that, pile number one. And that's very, very encouraging. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Past lifetime relationship. You have known each other before. Sorry. This could be the one. You've already met the romance partner you seek. And deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, that last card is kind of discouraging. However, I wouldn't say it's this upcoming one that you're going to be the next relationship that you might end up having. But the thing is that the reason why it's best, it's okay for you not to make amends with this person is because, didn't we have a reconciliation twice here? So it's just, even though that this person from your past keeps coming back to you, you know how it's all gonna go. Look at this. You have passion. It's safe for you to love. True love, reconciliation. This kind of sounds and it ends with deception. This kind of sounds like a trauma. You might be going through some trauma bonding, and I will admit, I am going a little bit through that myself. If it's any consolation, and it's not fun. You may have fallen for the mask, and this is like narcissistic, egotist kind of person. We just fell for the charm. You fell for the charm, and the thing is that even though you should ultimately forgive yourself and understand that, especially going to the first card, which is strength, that this is only making you stronger. So even though you may not be going back, based off of what I'm seeing here, you shouldn't want to go back. Why? Why do you want to go back with somebody who's fake? Not who's fake, but you know what the end result is going to be. I was told by somebody that people don't change. I'm not 100% sold on that, because people do change. But do people have the self-awareness? Do some people have the self-awareness and the self-determination and the grace and humility to change? That's the ultimate question. For most people, it is no. Life is simple. Truth sits patiently waiting for the day when we open our hearts and understand that life is simple. It's only our minds which complicate our paths. Now that is absolutely true. Because you're thinking too much, pile number one. There's no need to be hesitant to move on. You know that ultimately, if you do go back with this person, with the hopes of it being what you thought it was, you know ultimately what it's going to end up being. You know deep down inside. You know deep down inside that it is that simple. You know what it is. Now I'm gonna ask you this, pile number one. Even if they were to let's say if they did, pile number one, would you take them back? Or would you say no, because you know how it's gonna all go down in the end? It might be good for a short amount of time, maybe the first day, the first week, the first month, the first year, but you know ultimately, eventually it's gonna collapse all over again. I'll leave that decision up to you, pile number one. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you liked that reading. We're gonna go on to pile number two here. Pile number two, how are you, pile number two? So, will you make amends with your ex? And how will it go down? Page of Raphael. New emotional situation. Messages regarding your relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. Eight of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. Knight of Gabriel. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. Instinctively knowing just what to do. Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart and love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. Ooh, this is really eye-opening here. Eight of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. Okay. Ooh, leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Three of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So, will you make amends with your ex? I think by card 3 or 4, you kind of knew the answer. However, and especially I would even guess by the first card, a new emotional situation, messages regarding the relationship. I mean, first of all, it kind of depends on what emotional situation it is. If the emotional situation is if the new emotional situation is like bland and it's not going anywhere, and you're just kind of, well, how should I say it? If you're not bland or going anywhere, but like if you're on the fence and you're kind of unsure about certain things, I mean, like maybe you should hold off a little bit just to make sure and don't make any bold, rational decisions just yet. Will you make amends? I mean, yeah. I think the middle one, the Queen of Raphael, where it says follow your heart and also leap of faith, believe in yourself, and release the past at the end. But these two right here, these two, this here and this here, basically say that only you can answer that question. I would love to give an answer. I would absolutely love to give an answer even right now, but only you can. And also release the past. So that can go in a couple of ways. You can either release the past in terms of, yes, you forgive them and you do make amends with them, but and you all that stuff that they put you through is water under the bridge, or you're saying, like, F this noise, I'm not going to go through that garbage anymore. I mean, you put me through hell, and even though we had our nice heydays and our highlights and and all. Yeah, I'm not risking it. I mean, I think it's. I think context of your situation, pile number two. Context of your situation, pile number two, is kind of needed here, and it just depends. So it's, you have to, I would meditate on this. Meditate, look from within and say, you know, do I really want this? Let's see. The guardian angel of young adults. I am guided and protected as I begin to choose my path in life. The angel of harmony. I live in harmony when I am at one with the source. The angel of the miracle of love. I am brought alive by the miracle of love. The essence of love. Wow. Let love be the center of my. Let love be the center of my life. The angel of forgiveness. I choose to forgive all those who have hurt me in the past. I am starting to change my tune a little bit here. But I'm still leaving the decision up to you, pile number two. Uriel. Divine light shines from within. I am eternally radiant, loving, and wise. And Angel Prince of the West. I create the reality around me with thoughts of pure love and goodness. So, what? I am doubling down on this and saying, you know, the ball is in your court on here. However, I will say I am an advocate for second chances, sometimes third. I do, if this is the first time that they ever did this, then, and you're broken up and you haven't spoken to them, I would say, you know, forgive them and forgive yourself here, especially with the angel of forgiveness. Forgive them and forgive yourself for now, and just say, okay, let's give this another go. Let's give this another try. It's not promising that it will succeed. It's not promising that it will last. It's not promising, but it also is not promising that it will fail. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. We read each other wrong. We were maybe this person maybe you're at different times in your lives from way back when, and you kind of want to reconcile and reconsider them, and say, do you know what? That was a while ago. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's a personal decision, pile number two. And, but I'm leaning more towards, yeah, you know, I'm not saying absolutely, but I'm just saying, dip your toe in the water and just say, let's give it one last go. Let's and don't and be confident, but don't be pessimistic and don't be optimistic. Keep an open mind and just go in there and just knowing what this person is capable of, remembering how it hurt you, or remembering what went down, and just keeping an eye on that. But don't let that mistake or whatever dictate your decision. Don't come in with a premeditated position and premeditated decision. Okay? Don't say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back with them, or no, there's no such thing, I know what they're gonna say, blah 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 blah. Don't be stubborn, in other words. Go in there with an open mind and just see what happens. Just sit back and say, you know what, let's just enjoy the ride here. Let's just ride along, go with the motions, and see what unfolds. Oh, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. You deserve love. You are lovable. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This is encouraging and discouraging at the same time, because it says, trust, you deserve love and wedding, but the first card is saying to release your ex. For good. Maybe you should. Maybe you shouldn't. I mean, if you're stuck between a rock and a hard place here, pile number 2. If you're saying, oh yeah, I do and I don't, I just can't get them out of, I do want to and I don't want to, because it's just I'm scared of what they're gonna do. I know how they are, and I don't want to go through that again. But maybe I should change. Are they gonna change? Is this? I don't know. Once again, this is these are mixed messages. So what I'm going to say right now, pile number 2, is because even though these are mixed messages and saying, you know what, you probably might need to, because you two are codependent, and you might be in your life where that kind of leads to I would say extreme challenges. I will say I wasn't in a relationship exactly, but I wasn't in a relationship with this person, but I was very close to her, and she was as close to a significant other I had, and I was codependent on her a little bit, But I will say, I wasn't extremely dependent, but we I guess I accidentally and subconsciously was trying to make it work when it really wasn't going anywhere. And I would just and it's just right up until recently is that I'm like saying, you know what? I get the message. I gave it another go. It didn't do any justice. If anything, it just made things just as bad, if not possibly worse. So even though you can be like wet, this might so even though there's like trust here, it's like trust the process and trust your instincts. If you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, it's best to just like rid of that person. There was one, and I will say this, and I'm just gonna give you a little brief story here. It's gonna be, I went out, and this was years ago. This was like 2013, 2014, something like that. 2015, I don't remember. 2014, 2015. I was out with somebody, and I thought she was really good, and she and I were were very nice to each other. Things seemed to be very going well, and she seemed very committed to me. But then she went back home. She lived in a different city. She went back home, and then she brought another man into her life and basically turned me into an option. I could have easily said, what do I do? Do I let her, because she made me an option. And I'm like saying, well, that's a scuzzy thing to do. I'm not going to make myself an option. Because I was asking her, which one do you want? I mean, like, I'm not going to be the middle person. I'm not going to make myself an option. She said, well, I don't know. And I said, I'm out, basically. If it complicates things, pile number 2, then you should release your ex for good. And don't look back. Don't hesitate. Don't look back. Don't be scared. Just, it's gonna hurt a little bit. But again, as you get over in the beginning, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You just need to believe in yourself, as cliche as that is. Follow your heart. Follow the light. The light is saying that this person came into your life for a reason, probably to help you grow and because you were codependent. They were teaching you a way to be independent, and I'll admit, this is turned into a personal reading for me by accident. Okay. Path of happiness. The secret to walking a path of happiness is to surround yourself with beautiful people who love you and whom can love you in return, with no judgment over each other. Now that is something very, very what we all seek, but it is very hard to encounter. And I'm not sounding that, but I want to get an amen to that. Can we get an amen and just like clear the air and just understand that is exactly what is on the way. You might be at this time, you're more so on the fence. I would say just release yourself from the strife and just do what makes you happy. Don't do what makes you very like high and eager to accomplish something. Pile number 2. Do something that take the path of happiness. Take the path of because I mean, if you want to if it makes you happy to make amends with this person, have at it. Maybe just make amends and don't be in a relationship, but just be like acquaintances or friends or friendly acquaintances or whatever. But or yeah, the ball's in your court. The ball is in your court. I'll leave that up to you, pile number 2. We're going to go on to pile number 3. I hope you like that reading. I hope you like that reading. We're going to go on to pile number 3 right now. Pile number 3, how are you? Let's clear the air here. This does bring a lot of people panic attacks and a lot of anxiety because it's a very sensitive topic, and it's very touchy because people really don't know whether to do so or not. But let's see. And again, this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? I'm not giving any professional advice. 6 of Gabriel. Congratulations, you have done a wonderful job. Time to move on and to the next project, awards, scholarships, and promotions. Or promotions. New beginnings. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus on your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release your feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. I think you see where this is going. 8 of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice, sorry, to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. Queen of Michael. Brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationship. Two of Ariel. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. Let's see. And Five of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. Already I'm seeing, like, you know what? This... So, correct me if I'm wrong here. But, it wouldn't shock me if you have been going back and forth and you've been on the fence already. And you tell me or whether or not, like, you know what the answer is deep down inside. Deep down inside, you know what the answer is. If you will make amends with your ex or not. This person might be, this person sounds like a very, very toxic person. And it's not pleasant to be with. You might have, considered, making amends, because it wouldn't shock me if this person really did care for you, or was wearing a mask and was just putting on this facade as if they did, but ultimately in the end it really wasn't, because I mean, it just was a detriment to you. And how at the end everything happens for a reason. Release regret. This person, I mean, like, you may have had your faults. You may have had your faults or whatever, but the thing is that that's how relationships are. It's a two-way street. But however, if it's not doing you any good and not doing you a service, and it's just toxic for you, GTFO, you people. GTFO ASAP. And don't apologize. It is time to start anew. You know exactly what to do. You know that this is not a service to you. Your worry is unnecessary. What are you hesitating about this person for? You already know what the answer is. The guardian angel of creativity. Creative energy flows from me the more I choose to express my feelings. The guardian angel of maturity. As I take responsibility, I also develop my strength. The angel of wisdom. Wisdom comes from with the depths of my experience. The Archangel of Metatron. I am united with the source of all goodness, love, and creativity. The Angel of Serenity. I feel serene and tranquil when I accept who I am. The Angel Prince of the North. I celebrate my uniqueness with joy and gratitude. Guardian Angel of Health. My attitudes about myself are rich in love and acceptance. This situation put you made you grow, pile number 3. It's okay to let go. You're maturing, and this is part of life. If you want to make amends, again, that's your decision. But the thing is that this recent thing was just a gateway to something different. You have grown and you have matured. You have grown wisdom because of this pain and because of this experience and because of all of the strife and everything that this person has put you through. You know what that you're a lot better and you're growing. It wouldn't shock me if you didn't have not possibilities, but if you haven't already possibly started developing some creative skills, like art or sound or just finding creative ways to not be done what was done to you. I mean, you're stronger, you're wiser, and it wouldn't shock me if this happened a long time ago. Now, if it didn't happen a long time ago, and this is kind of recent, then I would say, do what's best for your health. And by the sounds of it, it's just like, you know what, this thing was not. It's just not worth it. I know what the end result is going to be. Everything, like this card says, like right here, everything happens for a reason. It's coming to a close. It came to a close for a reason. It doesn't do you service. So why would you? So even if you could you can make amends with them. Would you and apologize and not be jerks? You can reach out to them and say, hey, it was fun while it lasted, but I still want to keep you in my life. Because sometimes some people, I had to realize this. Sometimes people are unhealthy to be around when you're around them an extensive amount of time. And so I mean, they might be a significant other material. They may not be, but they're not significant. They're just not the right one for you. That doesn't mean that you're not good for anybody. That's not to say that they're not good for anybody either. It's just, it wasn't meant to be with you two. And it's just see though. Forgiving and learning. What did I say? You gotta just let go, and you gotta just just let go and value the lessons and value the growth here. This was a huge stepping stone for your life. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, which is absolutely true. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of communication. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Express your love. Wow. So... honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of a holiday time together. Love yourself first. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So, even though that it's all about no. So even though that all of this is basically implying that you should move on and don't be apologetic, you should free yourself and keep an open mind. You know what, like I said earlier, you know what the end result is going to be. You know that this situation does not do you any good. Should you make amends? I mean, you could. But I would say, in my personal opinion, even though you've had these great adventures with this person, they don't do you a service. Like, what's the point? What is the purpose? I'm not saying that there is none, but you shouldn't, it's time to let go of the past. You do deserve better. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Flirt around. Have fun. Have fun. You will find the one, pile number 3. You're better off with this person, and you know it. Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe so the echoes expand.